Greetings. The other day, Dunamis and Berean were reviewing some videos of and about Remy Ilona, and they raised an interesting point. The people who had insisted that we get into Remy's, look into Remy's arguments, also insist on this idea of using the curses in Deuteronomy 28 to determine who is or is not an Israelite. And the centerpiece of that approach is the idea that being on a slave ship makes one an Israelite. Yet Remy himself indirectly proposes that there were also non-Israelites on the ships. And so Berean and Dunamis point out that if we are to take Remy seriously, that would seem to undermine the idea of slave ship as guarantor of Israelite identity. And in addition to that, something that they didn't bring up, but which is nonetheless a related thought, is that if there are Israelites and still in Africa whose ancestors never came to the Americas in slave ships, that would logically entail that slave ships are not part of the requirement for being an Israelite after all. But whatever the case, I'd like to share a little less than 12 minutes of the discussion that Dunamis and Berean had regarding Remy Ilona and Deuteronomy 28, and I'll also include the live chat from that discussion, as there were some fun and interesting comments there as well. So without further ado, here are some clips. Enjoy, share your thoughts, and God bless.
So they tend to look at everybody that is that cubed as Israelites, and they do a lot of disservice to innocent peoples because this is colonialist in thinking. And they are egged on by what I would simply call the EB1A, EB1B.
What happened? What happened?
You have to go back like 30 seconds. He said that to look at all people dark hue as Israelite is colonialist in thinking.
Oh, he said, look, let me go back. Let me go back.
You gotta hear that. You gotta hear that clearly.
And so they tend to look at everybody that is that cubed as Israelites, and they do a lot of disservice to innocent peoples because this is colonialist in thinking. And they are egged on by what I would simply call the EB1A, EB1B tropes about genocide. About genotypes.
All right.
This has led them to inventing things like Bantu genotype and all other things that I have not taken time to examine, since I know they have nothing to.
You say something, I can't hear you.
Yeah. Does Yap do that, or do other Israelites do that? Let's be clear. Who does that? Does Yap look at genetics and break down different haplogroups, and even more to the thing about tail being G that possibly came through the slave trade? Or do other Israelites say dark skin Q?
Orthodox more say we don't do that black skin equal Israelite nonsense. He called it nonsense. Where Bruce at?
So yeah. So now, so those who do that, Remy just said that those that do that. I'm not trying to broad brush. Okay, you're right. Let me say certain Israelites, not all Israelites. Certain Israelites.
Come on.
Certain Israelites. Do they push dark skin hue equals Israel? Have we seen
a fair question? That's a fair question, y'all. Come on, y'all. It's the Shabbat. Come on, y'all. Let's. What do y'all think? Are there Israelites? Can y'all say it? Az couldn't even say. He said, "Well, let me start with Billy Graham." I said, "What the Father God in heaven? Make this stuff up."
I'm not saying all Israelites do it.
Come on, red letter. And he is real. Yeah. Is that skin doctrine a heavy thing? Because the reason that Yap Gang could never make it out here in this awakening dealing with these handlers is because these folk are saying one thing, and even when we do, let me pull up is that the other video that Abu got with Pastor Kelly and the DNA? Ashkenazi DNA and how they handle it. Pastor Kelly had an expert on. Benaiah them, they had an expert on. Berean, how come you ain't play that? How come you ain't play that? I'm gonna play that. I'll play the reply to that.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all still don't understand what's happening over here.
Let me read this, Ryan. Let me read this.
Go ahead.
You're being too nice. They say Negro only. Who else but the Negro? Who else but black folks?
Come on, Bruce. I know you ain't working on the Shabbat. Come to the microphone. Judah only, Judah black. Judah mourneth in his black, because y'all been giving a scripture. Judah mourneth in his black unto the ground. Come on, brother. Let's talk about it.
And what did Remy said? That's colonialistic in thinking. So you thinking like the white man. So we heard Phil Fox say something like that.
Come on.
We've heard Remy say that.
Come on.
Bloodline. What did Phil Fox say? Bloodline's European. So are we getting from other sides to say that maybe there's elements of white supremacy, colonialism within the awakening? Not all the awakening, but within the awakening.
It's easy to broad brush, to come here and attempt to dissect it and look at different videos and comparing things together.
Hold on. Now, let me ask this question. Were the Igbos that came on the slave trade, type of one, just getting clear, were the Igbos that came on the slave trade? I'm building something. Let
me see if they even answer.
Because we got to make it clear now. We got to see if the information on all sides and diaspora is lining up or there's cracks in it. Were the Igbos that came on the slave trade, type of one? They're probably saying, "Do me corn." You already know the answer. Yes, of course, Igbos came over. I see more. Oh man, yo, one. All right. Yes. So, were the Yoruba that came on the slave trade? I don't know, right? If
I see multiple. Yes, I see. Yes, some. Okay, now you're talking good. Okay.
Let's put type of 3. If they're Yoruba that came on the slave trade, type of 3, so we see the differences. Type of 3 if Yoruba came on the slave trade too. 1, you have multiple tribes from Africa. Oh, yeah, well, 1, I see more put 1 again. I think more put.
You say no? Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh no, maybe that's something different.
Possibly.
Oh yes, possible.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So if Remy's saying that Yoruba and Igbo is like Igbos and Japanese, wouldn't that mean there were non-Israelites who came on the slave trade from what Remy's saying?
That was dark skin too.
That were dark skin? That they were African?
According to the prophecy, maybe there might have been some Hamites because there might have been a few Hamites.
So there were non-Israelites who came through the slave trade that went through the curses. So is Deuteronomy 28 a good model to identify who's Israel? Because from Remy saying, y'all got a colonial mindset to say that all Africans are the same. Yorubas and Igbos are 2 different people. From Remy, a scholar that's been on We Woke Now, Dr. Brown has interviewed, folks that promote his books, his research, all that. So if he's saying Yorubas are not, who do we go with? Is Remy going against the Bible? Is Remy a heretic to say that the Yorubas aren't Israelites even though they came through this transatlantic slave trade?
Remember, Remy already don't want y'all to get with Jesus, but the handlers and gave y'all Remy and taunted Remy like he was some great pope, some great black pope running around here for y'all.
Yep. So exactly. If Remy is right, then yeah, it was non-Israelites that came over. So what are we doing? So who do we go with? Do we say Remy is wrong on this? What
I know. Is it wrong? Is it wrong, Sean Harris? Is it wrong to throw away? Some people want to throw away DNA. If y'all had to throw away one, what would you rather throw away? The prophecies, everybody come. Is it wrong to use the curses to identify Israel? Because something here was wrong. Something here was wrong, y'all. Go ahead, Dunamis. I'm going to play this video.
Yeah, this is just showcasing. How is Remy saying from that side, from the other side of the waters, what we've been saying? And if folks don't see any issue with this,
come on,
that not all who came on the slave trade. That if you think all who came on the slave trade are Israel because they're black, you got to clone your mind.
That ain't even the beef. He's saying culture. He's saying culture. Yo, I don't think they really. I can't articulate. I don't think they really understand the depths of the stuff. What's being said here?
Didn't Zion Lex also have a video saying how Yoruba and Hebrew is the same?
Come on.
So Where's the scholarship? This is too dissenting.
Come on.
So if Remy is wrong, Remy has a bias, and he needs to be clarified. Because it comes down to the end of the day, we need a council, we need a committee, we need a.
They think the council from the white man. You see how they talk about the Nicene Council? We get counsel from Acts 15 with James and the original Israelites, but they don't believe in councils.
Cause I'm guessing, I would speculate Remy would say that what Zion said about Yorubas will be wrong. So they got to hash it out if they haven't hashed it out already. Yeah, this has to be cleared up.
This got to be cleared up.
Because then you have TCA in the UK.
Come on.
It just seems like the spectrum is like worldwide. Yo, where's the unity?
What unity? What unity? The awakening is grassroots. Awakening is just whatever you think it is. Father God, I can't make this up.
Yeah, Breen.
The Bible is their unity. Coming against the white man is their unity. Coming against the Christian church is their unity. Cool. To be honest, what do they all unite in, Alton? All of the handlers with channels. All of the camps. What do they unite in? I like Remy. Let me finish playing Remy. If you know, you know.
All right, you're
Breen, you there?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just walked back in. Go. I heard you saying my name. What happened?
Hamites. The Yoruba are Hamites. So from what Remy's saying, there's some Hamites on them slave ships.
Let me know. I gotta wait that few seconds behind. We can't just make that comment and keep going.
So I know Reddy Brew will say no, they're Semitic.
That's the thing. Are all Yoruba Hebrews or Israelites or the Israelites mixed in among some Yoruba, some Igbo? Where Bruce at? Oh, Bruce, I forgot. Bruce just go with the prophecies on Judah Black. That's all Bruce wants. And the bishop and the first lady said that's enough for Bruce.
Yeah, Nathaniel. And then Nathaniel got the history. But from what I'm hearing from Remy saying, I could be wrong. Remy saying Nathaniel's wrong.
Come on. Why Nathaniel them over there preaching that? Never mind.
Exactly. IUIC say all Ghanaians, all Nigerians, all black.
But they just throwing out their nets, and whoever grasp it, that's the spirit speaking to their heart. The other guy said, if you don't bear witness with the spirit, ain't dealing with you yet. But go ahead, Dunamis.
So fervent charity. I hope you see what I'm seeing. Because this ain't me. This is Remy.
Ain't you right now.
This is another scholar. This is a scholar that's been promoted in the community.
Because y'all introduced him to us. Remember? So we ain't going again. Y'all introduced. Who's the other one? Said, Berean, why don't y'all give me the others, whatever y'all, why don't you use Dr. Somebody video? Somebody put BereanTeach@gmail.com. Send it. Whoever y'all introduce, we bring up to the panel. We bring them up. We play their video. We try to put everything on. Oh, we way more. We different from them other dudes. They ain't putting it all on the table like this. No, they ain't. We no longer support Berean TV. I appreciate Brother Johnson. We're going to call this for what it is.